Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a hot comparison, Xiaomi Pad 7 versus Pad 6. Is the upgrade really worth it? Xiaomi's tablets have been steadily gaining popularity for their solid performance at a competitive price, and now with the launch of the Pad 7, many of you are probably wondering whether it's time to upgrade or if the Pad 6 is still good enough for 2025. In this video, we're going to compare both tablets side by side, covering everything from design, display, performance, battery life, cameras, software, and of course pricing, so by the end, you'll know which one gives you the better value. Let's start with the design and build quality. The Xiaomi Pad 7 keeps a lot of the premium feel from the Pad 6, with a sleek aluminum body and slim bezels. But the Pad 7 introduces slightly more refined edges and thinner dimensions, making it feel even more modern in the hand. It's a subtle update, but one that fans of minimalist design will appreciate. The camera module also gets a fresh look, more squared and flush, similar to what we see on newer flagship phones. While the Pad 6 already looked great, the Pad 7 just feels a little more polished and futuristic. Moving on to the display, both tablets sport an 11-inch IPS LCD with 2.8K resolution and a buttery smooth 144Hz refresh rate. So on paper, not much has changed, but under the hood, the Pad 7 boasts improved brightness and color calibration, thanks to a slightly better panel. It also supports Dolby Vision with enhanced HDR performance, which makes watching Netflix or YouTube even more immersive. If you're into content consumption, you'll notice richer colors and better contrast on the Pad 7, especially in bright environments. Now let's talk performance. This is where we see a more noticeable upgrade. The Pad 6 runs on the Snapdragon 870, which is still a strong and reliable chip, perfect for gaming, multitasking, and media. But the Pad 7 steps things up with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, a flagship-level processor that's faster, cooler, and more power-efficient. You'll see smoother app switching, quicker load times, and better performance in high-end games like Genshin Impact or Call of Duty Mobile. It's not just about speed. The Gen 2 chip also brings better AI processing and supports more advanced features, making the Pad 7 feel more future-proof. Let's jump into battery life. The Pad 6 came with an 8,040 mAh battery, which delivered great screen-on time, often lasting a full day of moderate use. The Pad 7 sticks with a similar battery capacity, but thanks to the more efficient Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, it squeezes out better battery life. On average, you're getting an extra hour or two, depending on usage. And here's the best part. Xiaomi has bumped up charging speeds on the Pad 7 to 67W compared to 33W on the Pad 6. That's a major improvement for those who are always on the go and hate waiting around for their tablet to charge. Now, let's quickly touch on cameras. Not usually a big deal for tablets, but still worth mentioning. The Pad 6 had a single 13MP rear camera and an 8MP front camera, decent for document scans and video calls. The Pad 7 improved slightly with better sensors, clearer image processing, and enhanced portrait mode. The front camera especially benefits from improved low-light performance, which is great for remote work or late-night calls. Is it a game changer? Not really, but it's nice to see Xiaomi making small, meaningful improvements here. When it comes to software, both tablets run on MIUI for Pad, based on Android, with the Pad 7 launching with the latest Android 14 version out of the box. The experience is optimized for multitasking, with floating windows, split screen mode, and stylus support. The Pad 7 also brings better stylus latency and pressure sensitivity, making it more appealing to artists and note-takers. Xiaomi also promises longer software support for the Pad 7, so if longevity matters to you, that's something to factor in. Alright, now let's talk pricing and value. The Xiaomi Pad 6 is now more affordable than ever, especially with price drops after the Pad 7 release. It still offers fantastic value for casual users students, or anyone who wants a great tablet without spending too much. On the other hand, the Pad 7 does come at a slightly higher price, but it justifies that with meaningful upgrades, faster processor, better display brightness, faster charging, and future-proof features. If you're a power user, gamer, or someone who plans to use the tablet long-term, the Pad 7 is definitely worth considering. So, final verdict: is the Xiaomi Pad 7 worth the upgrade over the Pad 6? If you already own the Pad 6 and it's working well for your needs, especially for browsing, video streaming, and light productivity, you might not need to rush. But if you're someone who wants faster performance, better battery life, enhanced visuals, and more software support moving forward, the Pad 7 is a solid and worthwhile upgrade. For new buyers, the Pad 7 is clearly the better all-around tablet, while the Pad 6 remains a budget-friendly champ. That's it for today's comparison. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tech breakdowns and honest reviews. Drop a comment below. Are you sticking with the Pad 6 or making the jump to the Pad 7? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.